Yeah, so my name is Mad Mike, and I'm like sort of a bohemian artist guy. I play banjo on the street for a living. I'm in a couple of bands. And so I was born in Louisiana. I lived here in New Orleans for about until I was 10. Then I went and lived in Houston, Texas until I was 19. So I sort of came of age in Houston, Texas. And then I moved back here about 6 years ago. I sort of travel in a lot of different circles. I'm very familiar with the street people because I play the music on the street. And you know, a lot of my friends are homeless guys and like, you know, strippers and drug dealers and stuff like that. And so that also gives me a unique perspective, because while I travel in those circles, I also travel in the, you know, slightly more mainstream hipster circles in New Orleans.
Que lo nuestro es pasar, pasar haciendo camino, camino sobre la mar.
So this is Ivani. Ivani's one of our fine artists here in Jackson Square. He's not a typical artist because he doesn't have a stick up his butt. Hey Ivani.
How are you, my friend?
How long you been painting here in Jackson Square, man?
3 years and a half.
How long?
3 years and a half.
3 years and a half. And where were you before you came here?
Oh, long history. All the way to the world. All the way to the world.
Where are you from?
Soy vasco. Yo soy el vasco. I was born in San Sebastián. De una familia revolucionaria. De una familia muy linda. He vivido en Cuba 13 años.
Pardon me?
He vivido en Cuba.
No, I've never been to
In Cuba. I was a prisoner of political in Cuba too.
You were a political prisoner in Cuba?
Yes.
How long were you in jail there?
3 and a half.
2 years and a half?
Yes.
So how did you get here from Cuba?
I'm a raft.
You came here from Cuba on a raft?
In the raft, a day in the water. Look, I mean, all people. Look, this is the first category to the burn. Any question do you think I understand? I tell you.
So have you been doing art ever since you were young?
All done in my life, and art. It's in my job for 35 years.
Yeah, so how do you like it here? How does it compare to the other places you lived?
Because here is just common politics. It's just every people in the world come here. No many people here from here. France, Italian, Irish, everybody got your own idea of everything, you know, anyway.
It's totally a cultural melting pot.
Yes.
It really is.
Isn't they realize? You want to know what? Sometimes I'm feeling miserable because I don't understand too much, you know, a lot of things about the police station.
Have you ever been to jail here?
Yeah.
How many times?
One time.
How long were you in the jail?
3 or 4 days, something like that.
3 or 4 days. How did it compare to being a political prisoner in Cuba?
Oh, I tell you, my icon, my Hasselblad, and my union art, the brother inside, take a picture, went to the government, the Cuban government inside, and the Catholic Church here, in any church, and kill it. Do you see my flower? My flower is Mickey Mouse, because Mickey Mouse is my president.
Mickey Mouse is your president?
Yes. Mickey Mouse is my president.
So how much do you sell your paintings for? Like when this one's done, how much do you think it'll be worth?
Depend. These are college people, something like that. I give a choice. But these people I know, the shoot is like a $500 shoot. I say $500 picture.
Yeah, so this is what we would do on a daily basis, is sit out here and shoot the shit about socialist politics and nip on the whiskey.
Salud, hombre, Dios, coño.
Salud.
Salud.
What do you do? Like, what is your act specifically?
Well, my act, I stand still, keep my mouth shut. That way nobody can say that I'm doing something wrong. Somebody got something to say, you know, but you try to let it be right. And they go more, you move more and more. You go on, and you get further and further. So right now I'm on the internet, around the world.
I wonder if you would be willing to give us a demonstration of your act.
Well, yeah, sure.
Bucket would be right in front of you.
Now open up the back door, honey. I'm coming through the front. Hello.
And then when someone puts in $1,
I thank you very much, and I appreciate it, your kindness, and I hope that y'all enjoy New Orleans while y'all here on your vacation, and that everybody be happy. And any way I can help you, I'll be too glad to help you. Enjoy, and God be with you and the family.
So how long have you been living in New Orleans, man?
Oh, I've been here 62 years. My birthday made my 62 years.
62 years. So how'd you manage to survive in New Orleans for that long of a time?
Well, I worked on one job 25 years before I retired.
Yeah.
And I didn't have nothing else to do. My boss said, "Robert, you're so good. You want 2 more days in the plant?" And I said, "I don't want another day in here. I'm ready to get out of here now."
All right, so this is my buddy Harold. He's been, how long have you been?
20 years.
20 years. Have you been miming on the street for that long?
20 years. That's my solely occupation.
So, are you from here?
Ferriday, Louisiana. I'm from Ferriday, Louisiana. Ferriday, F-E-R-R-I-D-A-Y, Louisiana. It's like 2 hours from Baton Rouge. It's kind of in the Delta.
Did you make the suit yourself?
Took me 4.5 hours.
4.5 hours, huh? How many different costumes do you have for miming?
Ooh, I have at least 100.
100?
Bits and pieces, like bits and pieces.
Whereas Bourbon Street has become very touristy and geared towards intense excess of alcohol and sex, this is sort of the Bourbon Street for locals, in that it's you know, it's a place to party but not go crazy, and there's a lot of good music on this street. Well, how long have you been living here in New Orleans?
I've been living here 33 years.
33 years,
Almost
that's a long
34.
time. So how have you managed to survive here so long?
I paint houses and I play my guitar and I play drums.
How many different projects you got, musical projects?
Right now I play with 4 different bands. Plus I play on my own.
So, what is it that keeps you here? What is it that you...
The music, the food, and the people. There's nothing better.
Tell us a little bit about the people that live here.
The people that live here are very giving, very generous. Most of them are very happy type people. You don't see major amounts of depression around here. The music's too good and the food's too good. It picks your spirits up. They'd rather smile than frown.
I've got a theory that Mardi Gras is one of the main things that catalyzes the city to be such a cultural epicenter, you know, because so many people participate in it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you
yeah, well, culture rises up from the bottom as far as I'm concerned. Sometimes you always got your, you know, like your hip hop culture and your creeps like that, and they come rolling up. And people are really poor here in New Orleans, and so like that's why you end up with people like the Mardi Gras Indians, you know, who instead of creating violence, they create beauty, you know, to compete with each other. It's really cool, you know. New Orleans is like comes up from the bottom. Here's Dr. John. I took this picture of Dr. John. on Jackson Square.
So you actually prepare your meals in this room?
Yeah. Jim, he's an artist. He makes like this art. Beautiful.
So a person lives in that tent?
Oh, yeah, it's Jim.
How long have you been painting for?
Pretty much my whole life, bro. That's been a dream of mine, to be an artist. I mixed up with a little spray paint, a little chalk, a little latex, a little bit of oil, a little bit of marker light, kind of mix it up a little bit. It keeps me kind of discovering new little ways and techniques about different types of materials. I wanted to go play drum for the last day of Mardi Gras on Frenchman Street, right? Kind of play a little drum circle, and they were jamming on the side of Cafe Brazil to go do. So I made a guy with a drum and two faces, and then I went and played drum the following night, and we played for hours. It was a really good jam we had with a few people, really spiritual.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take one. I stood for hours in the pouring rain. Just had to tell someone about that pain. But no one, nowhere would take the time to listen. I took a walk behind the setting sun. No place to go, 'cause I had no place to run. And no one, nowhere would take the time to listen. Sometimes it seems like a big bad dream. And no one knows.
I love that. Just naturally do things. That's my life. Just naturally being myself. I believe any person be themselves, they'll be a better person. When you put on airs and you false act yourself, you can't get nowhere. Because when it comes down to the seriousness of it all, you don't know how to do it. When you be yourself, you're always on time. Being real, being sensible, being yourself, that's all there is to it. Being you, not faking, not jiving, not make-believing, that's being you. How you wake up, how you go to sleep. Being natural, that's life.
It's a long, dusty road, it's a hot and heavy load. The people that I'm meeting always kind. Some are bad, some are good, and some have done the best they could. And some tried to ease my troubling mind. But I can't help but wonder where I'm bound, where I'm bound. Can't help but wonder where I'm bound. Well, I've roamed across this land just doing the best I can, and trying to find what I was meant to do. But the people that I